I like to revisit some of the products that I've been trying and let you know what I think about it, and it's all makeup this time. And let's go ahead and start with what I have on my eyes right now, and it's the Bibliophilia palette from Byredo. This is an 18 pan palette, and half of it is more on the cool tone gray side, and the other half is more warm tones with your reds and gold in here. And for this look, I went in with both sides. I started with this beautiful brown shade. It's a little bit more of a satin in my crease, doesn't show any texture, and then went with that beautiful dark gray for the outer corner, back to the warm side and used the gold shade on my lid, and back to the cool tone side and use that in the inner corner. This look, I can recreate it with some of the other palettes that I have from other brands, but there is something special with the Byredo formula. Mattes just blend right in. Love the metallics, very smoothing, doesn't show texture on my eyes, and they blend effortlessly on my lids. Now, is this one of my favorite Byredo palettes? I think my favorite one would have to be the one last year, Mineralscapes and Floral Kalahari. Love that one. And then this one and Remembrance are kind of tied. This is beautiful. I do like the shades in here, but a couple of the red shades is not my favorite. I do like this one for the outer corner. I think that one's very pretty. And I love this deep gray shade, the one that I have in the outer corner. I did use this one as a one and done. Love this shade too. Didn't make it look dirty or ashy or anything like that. But like I said, the Byredo formula, it is really top notch. And I do like the theming with the love of books as seen with this sticker of a page. Now this one is a sticker. I can take it off if I want to, which I don't know, that seems to be kind of cutting corners because in the past palettes it's a little bit more on the raised side. And in the video that I did, I mentioned that the page here, it seems to be from Sense and Sensibility. Some of y'all did mention it could be from Little Women as well. It could be, but either way, I do love the theming of it. I do love both Sense and Sensibility and Little Women. And I do like the shades in here. It's just not one of my favorites from Byredo. Let's stick with eyeshadows and let's go to these two that I picked up from Chanel from the Buttons collection. There are 4 in this collection and I only picked up 2. I picked up 219 Couture, that's more brown, and then 239. And that one's Baroque with that beautiful purple shade. And the velour pouch does come with its own kind of embossing there. And these are limited edition, and so far they're still available on the Chanel's website and at Nordstrom and probably at other retailers. Maybe it could be the price tag of $86 that it's kind of, you know, still out there. But my favorite one is 219 Couture. I do love the browns in this one. The other one, 239 Baroque, that purple shade, it's a little bit light on me. I thought it'd be a little bit more punchy, but the other shades are pretty, but my favorite one is this one, Couture. Now, Chanel did come out with the new holiday collection. It's the 9-pan palettes. There are 3 of them. My Chanel boutique does not have them yet, and when they do, I think I may get either 2 or all 3. I think they look very pretty, and I have seen swatches of them, and they do look very pigmented, and I would say that about this one, Baroque. This is very pigmented. So hopefully in the next week I can pick those up, but for now with these 2 palettes from Chanel, 219 Baroque is my favorite one, and 239 with that purple, it's okay. It's okay. I have 5 single shadows from Suqqu, and I do like these. I want to pick up more, but I think with the new shipping and the tariffs, I think I'm going to have to wait. But the 5 that I did pick up, I really do like. I swatched them all on my arm, and we'll start with the mattes. You have M03 and M04. They are so pigmented, and it's kind of like the Byredos where they're very smoothing and very blendable. Then we have the luster, which is L05, the prism that's more metallic-y, P02, and the satin, S01. I really wish that Suqqu would sell here in the States because they also have the new holiday collection, and there are 3 eyeshadow quads in that, and I would like to get 2 of them. And I would like to get more of the single shadows, but for now, I think I'll just keep playing with the 5 that I have, and just maybe in the future, I'll pick more up. I did pick up the limited edition palette from Hermes and 3 lipsticks, and the eyeshadow palette, I believe it's called number 12, Diptyques. I had really high hopes for this palette, but it's not my favorite. Well, I take that back. These 3 shades are my favorite. It's this kind of like a blue jean color. It already hit hard pan and can't even see it. Yeah, can't even see it. Look at that. I mean, I'm digging in here. This is a refillable palette, so you can hear it, but it's not swatching. So I was really disappointed because the Hermes eyeshadow palettes are expensive, but the other 3 shades are very pretty. Like I said, I am disappointed with this one shade here because Hermes is not cheap. And it is sold out everywhere, so I couldn't exchange it. So yeah, not one of my favorites, but the brush that it does come with, this is my favorite. It's what I use for underneath my eyes. It works perfect, it travels well, and the eyeshadow palette and the brush does come with its own pouch. I do have a couple other palettes from Hermes and didn't have any problems with any of those shades, but just this one. Now the 3 lipsticks from Hermes, do love the limited edition packaging and do love the lipsticks. I do have one of the shine. This is number 55. Oh, that's beautiful. And the formula from Hermes, the lip formula, yeah, they are nice. And this is the light matte, which is a matte formula, but it's not very heavy or very drying. It doesn't stay very long on my lips though. This one's number 24. So you can see it does have a little bit of a matteness to it. And the other one that I have is number 69. Oops. In my vein there. So they're mostly pinks. I am happy with the lipsticks and the packaging, just not with the eyeshadows. This foundation stick from Dior, love this one. Dior came out with new shades and I picked this one up, and I think this is more my shade than the one that I had before, I believe last year. This one is in the shade 4.5 in, and the other shade was 4 in. And it's a little bit light. I can use that one more in the deep of winter, I guess you could say. But when they came out with this shade 4.5, this one's a lot closer to me than 4. I mean, you can barely see it here on my hand. Yeah. Did I put it on? Yeah, I sure did. It's right there. So you can see that this one's a good match, 4.5 in. Love the formula of this, and I do have combo oily skin, so it doesn't look oily. It's not a matte finish, and it's not, you know, radiant finish. It's more like a natural finish, but the shade is what I love about it, and also the formula. So I was so glad when I saw that they came out with new shades, and it is closer to me than what I had before, which is 4 in. YSL came out with blushes, and I do love the formula. I think I have almost all of them. There's just one that I am missing, which is that very light pink. So I think that one's just going to be too ashy for me. What I have is number 23 Hot Mauve, 03 Mischievous Magenta, and that red shade number 15 Chili Crush. Unfortunately, we can get 2 here in the States, and the one that we can't get, which is 03 Mischievous Magenta, I did pick that one up at Suffrages, and it's sold out there. Maybe it might make it here to the States. I don't know, but the 2 that we can get here are my favorites. I love this one, number 23 Hot Mauve. It's such a beautiful, kind of like a neutral tone. Let me use the other hand here. And then this red shade, Chili Crush, you just need a little bit. Red blushes are in right now. Now 03 Mischievous Magenta, I think it's a little bit too bright for me, and it is a little kind of blotchy. It is pretty, but I prefer these 2 shades. So maybe it's good this one's not available for us here in the States, but the other 2, love those blushes. I did not use any of the blushes from YSL, but what I did use is a blush from Hourglass, and they just came out with their edits for the holidays. They came out with 4 of them, and I just picked up 2, the Swan and the Fox. And the Fox is more my favorite than the Swan. It's also a little bit deeper too. The Swan has 2 existing shades and 4 new shades, and I do love the blushes. And let's see, I think it was these 2 blushes that I liked. This one's not my favorite. The tone of it is just not good for my skin tone. But the Fox palette, this one has 5 new shades, 1 existing shade, which is Lucid Glow, and I don't have this one, so to me, all of this is new shades, or all of these are new shades. For this look, I did use the bronzer Bronze Fusion, and then use that Berry blush, which is Amethyst Haze, and it's such a beautiful color. Love this blush. And then the Strobe Light Solar Glow, very pigmented, just need to go very lightly with it. And the finishing powder Desert Light, that one just brings the look together so well. And I love that finishing powder because it just matches me as well. I like this one so much that this one will be traveling with me. And I say that because I do like to travel light, a small little sample of powder, a small blush, maybe a bronzer. But this one, I can use everything in here. I mean, it's not heavy, but it's not light. And for the space of what I can use, yeah, this one's my favorite, the Fox palette. The Swan is nice too, love the packaging, but I think it's just a little bit light, and I only like 2 of the blushes in it. And the last brand that I have is Clé de Peau, and I did pick up some lipsticks and this new loose powder, or new to us here in the States, loose powder. And I'm so glad we can finally get it here because this is a good powder. Let's see, the name of it is the Translucent Loose Powder, and I have it in the shade 2. There are 2 shades, 1 and 2. I wish that they would come out with a little bit deeper powder, but it does come with a buff, and I do like to use it with the buff. And there is a cover, and this is what 02 looks like. It does have this mesh here, and it is translucent. Let me put you here. Doesn't look ashy at all, and it mattifies my oily skin, blurs the pores, and I used it for underneath my eyes, and it doesn't look cakey at all. And also used it in my T-zone, and yeah, I do like this powder. And like I said, I do like to use it with the puff. Typically, I don't like to use the puff. I like to use a brush, but when I do use it with the puff, it does, you know, kind of mattifies it more. A little bit more. I also picked up 6 new lipsticks from Clé de Peau, 3 in the satin finish and 3 in the matte finish. Let me just swatch them on my hand real quick. All right, so here are the 6 shades. The top one is the satin finish, and this one, or this row, is the matte finish. So in the satin finish, we have number 24, 25, and 26. And in the matte, we have 121, 122, and 124. And what I have on my lips right now is in the satin finish, and it's number 25. Very comfortable on the lips, very pigmented, and I do like this color, and I think it works well with this look. And Clé de Peau also has their new holiday collection out, and I don't believe I'll be picking that one up. There is an eyeshadow palette, a highlighter, which I love. They're very, very pretty. But this year's a little bit more on the cooler side for me, and the eyeshadow palette's a little bit light, so I won't be picking up that holiday collection. But I'm glad I picked up the powder and these 6 lipsticks. Well, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video of me letting you know what products I liked and which I didn't. So if you did like this video and it was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this, and you'll have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.